Good morning. This is Bill from Auto Europe in Naples, and today I have this gorgeous 2006 Porsche 911 S Cabriolet. If there is a better driver's car in the world, I've never heard of it, I don't know it. If there's a car with a better cult following, never heard of it, don't know it. The 911 is one of the pinnacles of the automotive world in terms of design, styling, following, impact, and it is unlike any other car. Except for one that will remain unmentioned. But the point is, what a beautiful, beautiful machine. This 997 sort of brought back the 911. The 996 was a terrific feat of engineering, the generation before this. It was a fantastic car. It was fun to drive. It was fun to own. But it kind of lost out on some of the stuff that made 911 so wonderful and so, collectible and sort of appealing to their purists. One of the things is when you fire this car up, it rattles. It makes these sort of whirring mechanical noises that just, are what having a 911 is all about. The interior is a bit more Spartan. They also narrowed the center of this car, moved the axles out. It's much sexier, very, very attractive, and sort of harkens back to the air-cooled days, which is, really what the purists are looking for. So Porsche has been constrained for many, many years trying to build something, that isn't harkening back to earlier times, but the people who buy these cars demand they be a certain way, and they got it. If you remember the 928, that front-engine V8 hatchback-style car, that was going to replace the 911. That was the new 911. And the Porsche guys freaked out. They said, absolutely not. Bring back that ass-engine Nazi slot car the way that we want it. Tip of the hat there to PJ O'Rourke. But and Porsche did. In their defense, they responded and they continued to develop the 911 and continue to develop it to this day and beyond. And it really is one of the finest sports cars in the world. So let's get to this one. It is black outside. Fantastic color for this car. You see those big bi-xenon headlamps up front, the factory 19-inch wheels. This is the S model, so it's got extra horsepower and extra brakes. Look at those big red calipers, the big rotors. This thing will, put you through the windshield if you try to stop too fast. It's got incredible braking power. It won't put you through the windshield, but you will be amazed at how quickly it can drag you down from speed. There you see the quad tips. That's another S feature. It's only 2 on the standard Carrera. And of course, the sound that comes out of there is absolutely magical. Let's start in the frunk. God, that's a word I hate. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Frunk. So stupid. I don't know why that's the industry standard term for a front trunk, but it is. Anyway, I know why, but it's still stupid. All right, you can see I have my bag of junk in there. This is nice and deep. I can confirm that you can go grocery shopping in this car because I did it last night. So that was a pile of stuff. I had to get something called kombucha. I don't know what the hell it is. My girl wanted it. It's like $18 a bottle. It's not. It's $4, but it feels like 18. And I don't know. It's made of really crazy stuff. But what do you do? I don't drink it. I just pay for it. Anyway, in here you can see everything is nice, proper. You've got your DVD drive for the nav. DVD drive. I tell you, God, I need a vacation again. For the nav in there. I love these styled mirrors with the aerodynamic, flow of air. You can almost see that working in the wind tunnel. Of course, the gas door here on the right fender, that harkening back to that earlier age. Everything is just lovely on here. You can see this has rollover protection. Underneath those guys there is a pop-up roll bar that'll, jam up in the case of an emergency. So very safe car on top of being nicely engineered. But part of the beauty of this particular model is Porsche kind of hid all that stuff. You don't really see where the airbags are too clearly. Well, you do, but I mean, they're kind of muted. All right, here is some magic. This is a 3.8 liter flat 6, putting out 350 horsepower. It hurdles this car to quarter mile times in the 12s, 0 to 60s in the 4s. It is screaming fast, this thing, and it is a joy of mechanical sounds and whirring and rattling and just awesomeness. It's really, really great engine, and that is what you want to see back there. You can see how nice it is, very clean, very proper, everything as it should be. It's our S badging. This guy here is a spoiler. As the car goes faster, that will lift up. Very cleverly, there's another center brake light right under there that shows up when it's at speed. And that will plant the rear end down at speed to keep everything nice and firm. So if you're on the Nürburgring going for the lap record, unlikely, but you could be, that'll be up there trying to keep the ass end down. All right, here in the rear seats, you can see everything very nice and proper. Shirley never sat back there. Now, sometimes the iPhone goes a little bit weird with the coloring. Go in and out, it changes, it looks washed or it looks rich. Man, this is a 23,000 mile car, and I promise you the leather matches. It is perfect. You can see these guys fold down here. Very nice if you need storage. Not very nice if you're trying to do it one-handed. But you could fit a couple of people back there, Canadians, Egyptians, whatever. You fit someone back there if you want. Definitely a couple of kids. Now, this Porsche has one of my favorite features, and that is the full leather package. That is a $5,000 option on this car, so it really set the MSRP skyward. You can see the beautiful French stitched leather on the door panels. Also up here on the dashboard, it just adds such a richness to the interior of this car that's lovely, lovely. You can see it has the Bose system. You've got side airbags. You've got your jet thruster door handles. That's kind of the only, I don't know what you want to call it, styling feature that's not vintage 911. You've got memory seats, nice, dual power seats. That's a nice option. You've also got these Porsche Crests in the headrests. You wouldn't believe what they cost, but that is also an option from Porsche. Let me back up and see if I can make sure the seats show on the camera as nice as they do in person. I hope they do, because I tell you what, this car is mint inside. All right, let's get up and fire it up. Oh God, there it is, that beautiful whirring sound of mechanicals rattling the car, making you feel like you've got some real juice behind you, which you do. Here you can see a beautiful leather steering wheel. It has the optional multifunction controls. Again, Porsche charges a ton for all this stuff. Nice to see. The white face gauges, another option. What gauge do you think they think is the most important? You guessed it. TAC, dead in the middle. Speedometer off to the left is an afterthought. Then we've got our oil pressure, oil temp, water temp, all the gauges you could ever need. So very, very nice features there. Again, that beautiful stitched leather. And look at that dash. If that doesn't harken back to the earlier 911s, nothing does. Absolutely beautiful on that car, and reminds you of 911s of days gone by. Here are cup holders that they probably didn't want to put in, but did. They work really well. And nice to see them there, even if they are against the purist sort of philosophy. Over here you've got your Porsche PCM with navigation. Very, very nice. Also, of course, your AM, FM, CD controls that. And of course, a little early for Bluetooth, so it won't have it. Down here you've got your heated seats, nice feature, defrost, so on and so forth. Automatic climate control, let's get that going a little bit. Very nice. This will raise and lower your rear spoiler. Let's turn that fan down if you want to do that manually. Here is a sport suspension setting, and it does have Porsche stability management, which is currently on. Now this is the very nice TipTronic transmission. When you want it to be, it's just like a 58 Buick, maybe a 68. Put it in drive, happy, your wife will love it, she can drive around. When you want to go nuts, you go back down, go over to manual, and you're flipping your way through the race course. Very nice dual use, car for some people who want an auto and some people who want the thrill of the stick. And Porsche builds a TipTronic better than anyone. So let's go with the TipTronic. Let's get our traction off. I love that. Go very slow out here so we don't harm our front bumper. Oh man, do I love the sound of that car. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I see a little moisture on the windshield, so before it starts raining, let me run the top for you. You can get a feel how that works. There's this button right down here. We're gonna press that. You can see the top goes back. Up comes the soft top. Little hook comes down, seals it neatly into place. Up go the windows. Nice and quick. Now, you know, for you guys who are very skeptical out there, that little warning light, that's from the traction control. So when I turn it back on, out it goes. But I like it off. You know, of course, this car will sense your driving. So if you're really starting to drive in a very spirited manner, it'll just turn on the, okay, I'll turn it off. Sorry. If you're driving in a very spirited manner, it'll just kick on the stiffer shocks to, you know, to keep up with you. Very clever car. Oh God, and going down the road, it's just this beautiful sound of machinery, this power, you know, nothing else. This rear engine really, you know, sort of is just unlike any other car. It feels terrific. You know, you've got all kinds of juice back there if you want it. Manually shifting through the gears, nice feeling, just a little click of the thumb. And everything is lovely. You want a downshift, a little click here. Alright, man, I'm gonna get arrested this morning. You get the idea. This is an incredible 06 24,000 mile 911 S Cabriolet. Here's the beautiful part. It comes with an additional 4 years of warranty. The guy who owned it before kept a extended warranty on it. It's transferable, and that can go with the car. So what a great deal. Black and tan 911S convertible, 24,000 miles and 4 years of warranty. I mean, it's like, you know, the whole world is wonderful. So if you have an interest, give us a call, 239-649-7300, on the web at mercedesexpert.com. Now we're back in our drive mode. Our traction control is on. We're just good citizens. Just good citizens on our way to work. Look at this maniac. You take it easy, Tiger. There it is. Thanks for having a look. We'll see you at the next one. Take care.